What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Gary here, and yes, I'm doing a video with commentary over some crappy old gameplay. Well, it's not that old, but I just wanted to reach out and speak to you guys because, you know, I'm hitting 5,000 subscribers. I have literally nothing to give you. I have nothing to give you, just my blood, sweat and tears and hard work and all of that jazz. Yeah, that's it. All I've got to give you is 900 videos. That's all I have. That's all I have. All I have is three and a half years of work and 900 videos. That's all I have. I don't have it. Oh, and 1 million views. I hit 1 million views as well. And yeah, so that's really cool. And I'm kind of jinxing it. I know, because I think last time I checked, it was like 5,001 subscribers. And anytime you kind of make a vid saying, "Oh, thanks for the, you know, X amount of subscribers," and you're only just over it, a whole bunch of people will kind of unsubscribe, you know, to rib on you, kind of to mess with you, which is cool, you know, whatever, go for it. But you know, primarily, you know, and I wanted to do this vid. Yes, I've hit 5,000 subscribers, which is wonderful, great, that's lovely, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, you know, I'm not kind of making content at the moment because of equipment issues and all of that jazz. I'll talk a little bit about that. But the main thing that I kind of, the reason why I wanted to make this video is I wanted to thank some people, because I made a vid yesterday and I talked about how my equipment is so crappy, and you know, it's falling apart. Shorty, I need new controllers, I need new charge wires, I need new battery packs, and all of this stuff, and most of this is down to the fact that, you know, I have 2 teenage sons. You know, that's actually what it is. But having said that, you know, my laptop, I purchased my laptop. I purchased a really decent laptop when I started doing the YouTubes about 3 years ago, and I spent quite a bit of money on it. I've still got it. It's still the same laptop, and it works. You know, it's because I invested quite a bit of money into it. It's still up and running, and it's doing its job 100%. But the physical side of the laptop, you know, it's falling apart. You know, it's like having a Japanese car. The motor just goes and goes and goes and goes, but the tires wear out, and you know, this and that, and you know, the what's it called? The not the physical stuff. I'm searching for a word. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, I've dropped my laptop on a number of occasions. And like on the back of it, there's like a big crack. You know, behind the screen, there's a big crack, and I have to be careful when I open it. You know, the CD drive is kind of, oh my god. The plug, you know, the power plug, I have to push it in for it to connect, and sometimes it kind of disconnects, and yeah, the laptop, I say, you know, it must really need a new battery. But the laptop itself, the software and everything, you know, it just works. It kind of just goes to show that if you invest money, you get what you pay for, basically. You know, cosmetic stuff. That's what I was trying to say. Cosmetic. You know, the cosmetics. You know, when you have a Japanese car, the cosmetic stuff you just fall apart, but the core. Yeah, so I made a video saying, you know, and my hard drives are dying. My hard drives are fucking, pardon me, I shouldn't swear. And my hard drives, I got like a couple of like 3 terabyte, tetrabyte, I haven't got a clue, hard drives where, you know, I record all my gameplay, etc, etc. There's nothing wrong with them. It's like the power plugs have just upped and died on both of them, and apparently, you know, I googled it. It's a common issue with Seagate hard drives. I haven't got a clue. So that's kind of in the shop being repaired, possibly, maybe, hopefully. So all this junk just falling apart. But like, you know, but the laptop's still going strong. You know, Xbox One is still going strong. My HD recorder, Hauppauge, which I purchased 3 years ago, still going strong, no problems with it. Any problems, I turn it off and turn it on again, comes straight back to life. But you know, yeah, so I put the video out, and lo and behold, for the first time, and I was truly touched by this, I was truly, I wouldn't say I was close to tears, but yeah, I was so touched by this, you know, and I wasn't expecting it, and I wasn't asking for it, but you know, I said, you know, all my equipment is just pile of doo-doo, it's all falling apart, needs to be replaced. Donations start coming in. Donations. I cannot believe it. After 3 years of doing this, 3.5 sudden years of doing this, and you know, 900 odd vids, 1 million views. I keep on saying one. I couldn't care less about how many combined views. You know, but yeah, what the heck? 1 million views. Never ever have I had a donation. Nobody has ever given me a donation in the past before. Ever. Period. Never, 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 never. And I didn't ask for anything yesterday. I didn't even consider it. I was just like, you know what? I'm fed up with this. All this junk is just falling apart. It needs to go. It needs to be replaced. Putting up a vid saying, you know, I'm going to take a break till I mean, it's not a lot, but it was like 3-4 people. And it's, you know, it's not hundreds of pounds or anything like that, but it's still, it's enough to buy a controller or to, you know, to replace some of the stuff. And I was so touched by the fact that, you know, I received donations. I was, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. People just randomly out of, you know, the kindness at the bottom of their heart, I couldn't believe it. Thank you so much. You know, genuinely, 100% from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for those donations. I really appreciate it. I was considering, should I read out your names? But I don't need to read out your names. You guys know who you are. And, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to reinvest it into, you know, controllers and charge packs and you know, just equipment, the stuff that I need for this, to keep this hunk of junk of channel going. You know, yeah. But thank you so much. You know, genuinely, 100%. That's primarily why I made this vid. I have to do something special for you guys, so I decided to after all this commentary, you know, there's gonna be a nice little battle there, and that kind of, you know, in my T-Rex, that battle is kind of, that vid is kind of that portion of that vid, of this vid, I'll get there in the end, is dedicated 100% to you guys that donated. And yeah, I don't know, yeah, I don't know what to say. But anyhow, so yeah, I'm still in the process of sorting all this junk out. And unfortunately, it happens around the time I'm doing. I'm hitting 5K subscribers. I should be doing a montage right now, but I don't have any of my replays. You know, recordings. I don't have any of that whatsoever. Only a few, you know, here and there up here on the desktop, on the hard drive of the laptop. But a couple of you. Where am I now? I'm trying to re-establish my World of Tanks mojo, because you know, the Fatherland Ops really did just obliterate my interest in playing the game. They genuinely did. You know, they really did a number on me. I was like, I so don't want to play this game right now. I so don't want to play this game. You know, and I didn't. I just waited till the Fatherland Ops were done, and even then, you know, I had no interest in playing once I did start playing again. But and you know, the E25 really brought it back for me. You know, playing in that OP little shitty little cockroach tank really kind of reignite my interest in World of Tanks. And I said to myself, oh yeah, I remember why I play World of Tanks. I play World of Tanks because I like running around in OP little shitty tanks, just obliterating everyone. Preferential matchmaking, etc, etc. That's why I play World of Tanks. So the mojo is kind of, it's getting there, I would say 100%. I'm going to continue doing, you know, reviewing all my tier 10s. I've got to go back to reviewing. I think yeah, I was on the German tier 10s and the lines, etc., etc. So once I get my equipment, I'll get back on track with that, absolutely 100%. But a couple of you mentioned, why am I not doing premium tank reviews anymore? I am and I'm not. It just depends on the premium tank. I'll buy a premium tank if I think it's worth it, but you know, I've got so many tanks in my garage. There's just no point in buying every single one that's coming out, and especially, you know, as of, you know, I don't know, what is it, 6 months ago, they're just churning, they're pumping out those premium tanks non-stop every single week, and I simply cannot keep up, etc., etc. And I'm really not interested in the premium tanks, and I'm sorry about that. You know, like the Sentinel, I'm just not interested in. I've got plenty of tanks. I've got plenty of premium tanks. I'm just not that bothered, to be honest. I'm happy with the 150 odd tanks that I have in my garage, and I work on them. You know, I tinker with them. I come up with great little vids around them. You know, like the E25, and I work on their skills and perks, and I try out different experiments using those tanks. And you know, I've kind of rediscovered the Leopard PTA, which I didn't know had received a buff recently, and it's like a completely different tank. And I'm trying to get my third MOE on that, because I kind of quit trying to do that. What was like a year ago. It used to be a very trollish tank. And for those of you that don't know, I had a big time massive disagreement with Wargaming and a few other YouTubers with regards to them you know, loaning out premium tanks to the YouTubers. I didn't think it was fair, you know, that they were kind of loaning the tanks out to the people that they liked, kind of bottom line. I know this is going to be misinterpreted, you know, like this way and that way, but you know, I basically posted a post on the forums, I think it was like a month ago or two, stating, you know, it's 100% unfair for Wargaming to loan out tanks to their community contributors, while other YouTubers that aren't community contributors, why aren't they community contributors? Because, you know, reasons. You know, that they don't get it. You know, it kind of creates an uneven playing field, and yeah, and it's just basically not fair. And yeah, so yeah, I really don't want to get into this. You know, if you guys want to read about this, you know, I put up a post about this on on the forums, and you know, me and kind of Jack the Ripper had a bit of a to and fro. Me and the Beard guys had a bit of a to and fro. Not really, but you know, because we all, bottom line, we all respect each other. But I just thought it was 100% unfair, and I still think it's 100% unfair. You know, that I have to pay for these tanks to make a vid while they get it for free. And the reason, what was the reason? I think he, one of the community, Wargaming community coordinators said that I was not objective enough in my vids, or I strayed away from being objective. I can't remember the term he used, but yeah, he was like, you're not worthy and to be a community contributor. And I was, huh, seriously, you know. But anyhow, talking about this way too long, but anyhow, who gives a toss? So you know, and I said, you know, I said to myself, you know what, that's fine. Who gives a toss? You know, what do I care about the Sentinel? the current premium tank being released at the time. You know, like right now, the Sentinel. Who gives a toss about the Sentinel? I'm sure if I bought it and I did a video on it, it'd get a whole bunch of views. But in 2 months, it'd be like the Sentinel. You know, who gives a crap about? So I thought, you know, just a kind of you have a big advantage over a lot of other YouTubers due to the fact that you have this humongous garage, and not only do you have this humongous garage, you have you know, a lot of tanks in there. You have a lot, not only are the tanks, you know, you have a lot of tier 10s, and a lot of the tanks, tiers 5 to 10, the crews are, you know, fully stocked, fully maxed out, and not maxed out, but they got the, you know, appropriate first 3 to 4 skills, etc., etc., needed in order to play them well and decent. So, you know, I've got a nice big hefty arsenal at my disposal in my garage, and a lot of these, you know, so I can use that to my advantage as a YouTuber. That's what I said to myself. So it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. Another thing that I'd like to mention, which is actually really serious, with regards. Another thing that I'd like to mention is the fact that my account on Xbox has been hacked multiple times. It's happened. I'd say at least 3 to 4 different occasions in the past 6 months to a year, and each time they would get in and take hundreds and hundreds of pounds. This has caused me untold misery and suffering financially. They basically got, like, max out my account, you know, make it overdrawn, etc., etc. My bank has always been there to help me out with this. You know, Xbox has always been there to help me out, 100%. You know, they always come through. They always, you know, I get refunded all the money. You know, and this happened as recently as last weekend. Like, today's Monday. This happened. Literally, it happened this morning. You know, it started on Friday, and you know, Saturday, Sunday. How it's happening, I haven't got a clue. You know, because each and every time I speak to Xbox, and they say, okay, change your passwords, do this, do that, etc., etc. But now I've put in a measure where I think, you know, 100% it's never going to happen again. Keeping in mind, you know, the person that is hacking me could be listening to this right now, could be watching this vid right now. You know, I'm not gonna fall to that. You know, I'm not gonna go that low and, you know, actually do like a personal message, insult that person if he is listening. Who gives a crap? Bottom line, I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, you know, I don't know. It's kind of relevant, but it's not relevant at the same time. But yeah, you know, this I was hacked. You know, my account was hacked. How it happened, what happened, I have got a clue. You know, literally the last time it happened, I had no, you know, bank account details stored on Xbox, and yet, you know, still got hacked. So, but anyhow, the security measure I have in place now is just simply going to stop it, period, end of, forever and ever. So yeah, it's just on occasion, you know, as like this weekend, with my equipment falling apart, and you know, my account being hacked. Yeah, that's kind of actually playing the game and making videos. It was kind of the last thing on my mind. But, you know, it's literally all been sorted. Everything that was taken during the last course of the last 2-3 days has been refunded to me. You know, 100%. And yeah, so. But anyhow, it's just one of those things. What can you do? So, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. So many thanks to all of you. 5,000 subscribers. You know, I know I don't really have 5,000 subscribers. You know, I don't put out a vid and I get 5,000 views. But you know what the heck? It's a milestone. 5,000. You do good times, happy days, and all that. So yeah, lovely jubbly. So 5,000 subscribers. I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on with my channel. In the meantime, I've got some like just gameplay footage. I think I got the FE4 202, some Object 140, and I think I got some CDC. Just gameplay, straight up gameplay, no music, and just regular gameplay. I'll release those every couple of days, you know, to kind of fill in the gap between, you know, me getting back to normal and all that jazz. But anyhow, so thank you all so much, especially to you guys that donated the monies to me, to my channel, and it's so much appreciated. You know, so much appreciated. This laptop freaking costs so much money. You know, still going for that. Like I said, you know, the cosmetic stuff. Thank you guys so much. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos. I'll see you on the battlefield. Ramble over. I'm out of breath.